Okay, last time we completed the basics of Matplotlib, and after we completed a little bit about Matplotlib, again we need to start with the task. So probably this weekend you guys will start to do data. So whatever you done this last time is not a data analytics project, it's only for basic understanding. We will be starting the actual data analytics project from Saturday. Okay, okay guys, we'll start ahead. So we completed this much, the subplot. Now we need to start with the object oriented method. So this object oriented method in your matplotlib is a kind of what to say, it's a kind of another method to plot your graph. uh, like, you can prefer the normal method or you can able to prefer this method, it's not a problem. Okay, 1 minute, let me just import this first. We are just running this. 1 minute, let's just run. Okay, it is run now. Now what else we need to do here is 1 minute. First we will understand this figure. Okay, so what is this figure is nothing but it's a formal object oriented method which is used to create figure objects. Okay, and within this object we can able to call some attributes or methods, and we can able to make mm, some nice canvas, and we can able to make some multiple plots, all those things with the object oriented method. So I'm just plotting this. So let's see the output. You are getting output like this. So even if I'm just giving figure also, you will be getting the same output. So this figure is nothing but it's giving some figure. So figure, that means you guys just analyze something which is exactly like this. So for 432 and 288 size, it's actually giving the size. So this is just to understand what is this figure. Okay, now what we are actually going to do here is I'm just adding a axis. So after you done this, you need to give this add axis. See, variable name figure, this variable name add underscore axis is an inbuilt function. Here you pass 4 arguments. See the arguments: left, bottom, width, height. Left, bottom, width, height. Okay, the range of this thing is 0 to 1. Let me execute this. See, we are not getting anything else. Okay, so we can able to understand this by when you are just adding some plot. Okay, so 1 minute, I just want to create one x and y variable. Let me create that. Okay, so I just created one x and y variable. This you guys are aware of, right? So after this access, what I'm just giving is access dot plot. Plot you guys already aware of, x comma y. See, now it's not showing anything, right? So sometimes we used to get this kind of issues here. So for that perspective only, we always prefer this percentage. Mm, let me give a color argument as well. Now the one more method, this one more, what is this called, a error warning is come, right? So the warning is go for us. Mm, Without this X label, Y label, we are not getting anything. Hmm, yeah. So why the error is, see, the error, it's not error, it's a kind of warning. The warning is we are not supposed to get from other shell. We need to get this figure from the same cell. That's the warning here. Okay. Okay. So now add access, I will explain what is this add access is. See, add access is something which is used to make a plot like this. So this will tell the left direction, and this will tell the bottom direction, and it will tell the width. The fourth one will tell the width, and first one will last one tell the height. Okay. So always this range must be in 0 to 1. Hope I know you guys still not understood what is this add access. You can able to understand. Wait, I will just give one more example. You guys can understand. First, you tell. I just explain you. See, whenever you are using the figure method, the oops method, we will start with figure. Okay. So whenever you are using a figure, it's mandatory to use add access. The very first thing. Okay. In add access, you need to pass this four argument. One is left, bottom, width, height. So this left and bottom, it should be in the range of 0 to 1. And then this plot, you guys know, the plot you need to plot in this variable name, and x comma y, that is nothing but the variable name, and blue color, that's nothing but the code you given. And then if you want to add the labels, so x label, y label is your inbuilt function, but because of this figure method, we need to go for set underscore x label, set underscore y label, like that. Okay. So you just done this, right? Okay. Now we will go ahead with one more example to understand this method more perfect. Okay. So the very first thing is what I'm just going to do is whenever you are you want to go ahead with this oops method, we need to go ahead with this figure. So plot dot figure I just give. So the next thing is what I just done here is we are just going ahead with this axis. Okay. So I made this axis. So whenever you are using the figure, you need to plot the graph with the help of axis only. So axis equal to figure, that's nothing but this variable name, add axis 0, like this you are having something. So let me make this as a axis 1. Okay. So let me execute this. You will be getting an output like this. So now I am just copying this axis, and again I am just making the variable name axis 2. So let's see, first again we'll go for here. So this is left to bottom with height, correct? Left to bottom with the height. So the left bottom with height is there, right? So what I'm just going to do here is left, where I'm just going to give 0.3. Bottom I'm just going to give 0.3. Width I'm just going to give 0.4, and bottom you will get a 0.4. Now this is axis 1, which is this box, and axis 2, let me execute. See the second box. So this second box is your axis 2, and this first box is your axis 1. Okay. Now can you guys understand this? What is this left to, what is this add access is? So add access 0.1 to 0.8 means it will give you the default plot layout. When we are making access to figure add access, so 0.3, that means in from the left side it will make a 0.3 space, and you will be getting this. So what it will do is from left side 0.3 space for this one. And the next thing is bottom, here also 0.3, and height 0.4, and width 0.4. So this is how your access will work. Okay. So that is the reason in in the single cell, if you are just making this figure in the single cell, you need to use this. You are not supposed to use the access to in the next cell like this. Okay, we need to use everything in a single cell. This is how you guys needs to work out this. Okay. So just to have a look on this for 30 seconds, I will move to the next. Okay, guys. Now let's we plot the graph. Okay. So how we are going to plot the graph is, let me first plot for larger plot. Okay. Axis 1 dot plot x y. Okay. For in a blue color, and this is for axis 1. Everything one is. So when I am just executing this, see, for axis 1, whatever you given, you got it. Now for axis 2, let me just copy this. I'm just giving axis 2, axis 2, axis 2, and axis 2. And then now here, instead of x comma y, let me give y comma x. Okay, I got the error because here I just missed the comma. See, x, y. You guys understood this. So now you can able to give one more thing. What we can given here is, let's we give bottom little high. Okay, bottom I am giving 7. So it's coming like this now. Okay, then we'll again reduce the bottom. We'll go for 5. It's actually coming like this. So still it's merging these things. So what we can given here is bottom 4, and then left side will give again 4. Okay, it's actually going this way. So let me give 2. So left side you are getting 2 like this. So if I am giving 1 means, then it will again merge, probably it's actually merging. So better we can just give a 2 itself. So the width is there, right? Width I can reduce some 0.3. So now you got the output. So like this you can able to easily manage these things. Okay. So this is known as your OOPS method in your Matplotlib. Any other doubt, guys? It's confusing or it's easy? Yeah, is this easy for you?
Yeah, easy, ma'am, but little confusion. That's easy only.
It's easy only, but in the beginning it make us little confused. So let me complete only the OOPS concept today. This is a Matplotlib OOPS concept. Here we have this much of stuff. So tomorrow we will go ahead with the Seaborn box plot and all those things. Wait. Okay. So I hope this method you guys can subplots. So we already discussed the subplots with our without the OOPS concept method. Now we are going to discuss the subplots with the help of your Matplotlib. Okay. Uh, okay. I am making a variable names, two variable names. One is plot dot subplots, another one is number of rows, another one is number of columns. See, number of rows, number of columns. So we got output like this. So figure and axis. I just made a two variable name and assign only one thing. So plot dot subplots you guys are aware of. Now we are going to make your subplots in your normal method. Okay. Now what I'm just going to do here is, see, when I am just printing access, you will be getting an access like this. We can't able to simply apply your graph without applying a iteration. So we need to apply iteration, that is mandatory here. Okay. So for that perspective, what I'm just going to do here is, I'm just applying this method. For AX in access, that's nothing but a variable name in access, plot, set label, set y label, x label, title, and I'm just going to show this. So this access, that's nothing but this variable name. So this variable name contains two subplots. So this two subplots is going to plot with this method. So that's what your concept here is. You guys can understand. So when I'm just giving a subplots, number of rows, number of columns, you are getting output like this. And access, you are having output like this. When you are just applying iteration, this is your output. So clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So the next thing is, okay, see here, this output, it's actually overlapping here. This is actually overlapping, right? So to prevent from this overlapping, what we are actually going to do here is, we are just going to apply one more inbuilt function, that is nothing but the tight layout. So you can apply a figure dot tight layout or plot dot tight layout. It's all up to you guys. This, what it will do is, it automatically adjusts your graph. See, it's automatically adjusted your graph. So it's now, it's not overlapped. So that's the reason we are having the tight layout. Then what else we can able to given here is, we are having a figure size, aspect ratio, and DPI. So figure size means the size of your figure. So this is one figure. So what size you want to give, that's what your figure size is. DPI means dot per inch. So the reason we are using a dot per inch is like you can't able to okay, when you are just taking a picture, or when you are just making something, we need to deal everything with your DPI only. DPI is nothing but the picture quality, we can tell. So that's what your dots per inches. So when you are just giving subplots figure size 12 comma 13, so 12 is your width and 3 is your height. Oh sorry, 12 comma 3, 12 is a width and 3 is a height. So you will get the output like this. Okay, so that's that another stuff. So the next thing is, if you want to save your figure, okay, so you can give the variable name dot save figure. It's an inbuilt function. So file name dot pn dot extension, that's an important thing. So DPI means dots per inch. So that's what your DPI is. Okay. So figure size, we are just saving the figure. After we saved the figure, you are just checking the DPA and all those things. Okay. So the next thing is we'll be going ahead with the legends. This is what your legend is. So first I'm just going to make this thing. Let me first plot this. So you are having a graph like this. So here you are having a label. Okay. When the label will work is when you are adding a legend function, it will work. See. So whatever label here you given. So I'm just giving something like, see, whatever label here we given, that will be replicated here with the help of legend. So like this we can able to add the labels. So the next thing is locate. So when you are just giving locate equal to 1, it will locate this side. So upper right corner locate is equal to 1, locate is equal to 2 is upper left corner. So I think that's a default one, upper left corner, and 3 is it comes in a lower lower left corner, and then 4 lower right corner like this. When you are not giving anything, by default it will make it in a upper right left corner itself. So this locate 0, which is making a optimal decision. So matplotlib itself, it's make this decision. Okay. So like this we can able to use this. So these are some locates. So the next thing is yeah. So color, you can able to go ahead with one more arguments. The argument is nothing but a color. So by using this color argument, see by default, we give blue, green, red as well, right? So if you want to make little more color, some other colors, you can give a color. So X comma Y, and then color. Color is a blue color here I given. So here you can give a RGB or hexadecimal like this. Alpha is equal to 0.5. That means transparent. So how much transparent you want to make? So the blue color is a half transparent. Like this we can able to make. So then line and marker styles. So this all nothing but line and marker styles. This are some other arguments that you can able to make it. So what we are just going to do here is first let me execute this. See, you give a line with line with a 0.25 or 0.50, 1.0, 2.0. So 1.0 means see the width, and 0.15 means see the width, and 2.0 means see the width. So the width of the line. So this line width, the width will increase when you are giving the width of the line. So this is another functions you can able to use it. So apart from you can use some other stuff. So you can give a color, line width, and a line style. So when you are just giving a line style like this, see your line will comes with this hyphen is not showing here. Let me try this. So see the line width. So line width is 3 and line style is hyphen, means the hyphen is something which is exactly comes like this. So the second line style is like this, hyphen dot like this. The third one is only this. So we'll be just making output like this. Okay. So like this we can able to make this output. And the next thing is this are the possible outcomes. Okay. So the next thing is what we are just going to do here is line dash. So this all some other methods you guys can able to apply all this the same only, the line with the same kind of graph only. So now marker. So marker means it's used to mark on the point. See, this is what marker is. So in this marker, you are getting the dot symbols, right? So here dot symbol and the plus the square symbol, and then this kind of marks you are getting, right? So that's what your marker is. So whatever marker you can give a plus, O, yes, 1 like this, you can able to give a marker. So like this we can able to make a multiple stuff. And marker size means here we get the default size, but here you will be getting the marker is little it is very visible, right? The marker is, so for that perspective we can use a marker size as well. So like this you can able to make a graph, like however you guys wants to make, you can able to make it. Yeah. So this is like simple examples and special plots. So apart from, we can able to make a scatter plot. So scatter plot means the dots solve scatter plots, and we can able to make a histogram. Okay. So tomorrow we will start from histogram, box plot, and we will start with Seaborn. So today this is more than enough for you guys, I guess. So this will be a little bit confusing. So today, just to work out only this matplotlib oops concept, that's more than enough. Tomorrow, what we are going to discuss is this box plot, histogram. Then we are going to start with the another matplotlib visualization concept, that is nothing but a Seaborn. It's Seaborn categorical plot. So three things we are going to discuss tomorrow. And then one Thursday, probably Thursday, we will do this. Thursday we will do this things, the remaining stuff. Friday is your exercise session for Seaborn and Matplotlib, but Friday will be connecting because I need to tell you what is the analytical project that you guys needs to do on weekend. So Friday will be connecting, and I am telling the project. And Friday is a workout session. The Seaborn exercise, Matplotlib exercise, those kind of exercise you guys are going to perform. Okay. So any questions?
No, ma'am.
Guys, still we are not starts with workout. I'm just telling how to plot the graph. Please work out everything whatever we are discussing, because once we are starting with the hands-on, you will not get the time to work out these things. That's why.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. We'll see you tomorrow 6:30. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.